All right, music fans. It's been a while since I was able to go and post one of these videos of kind of unwrapping Christmas presents in September, and so wanted to go and share the latest journey. We've been moving, and so we're putting together a really cool music house at our new home. We have a back house, and we're converting it to a music museum where we're going to be sharing stories of music and talking about the importance of music, especially now where it unites people, brings them together, and it makes them feel special. And so I wanted to go and share some of the newest pieces I've added to my collection here on Roger's Music Tour. And the first one is a special one. Y'all that know me, that have followed kind of my journey, you know that my favorite group of all time is the Eagles. Don Henley, my favorite singer. There's not even a close second place. And the original Eagles were comprised of Bernie Leadon, Randy Meisner, Glenn Frey, and Don Henley. And my favorite Eagles song of all time is on this album. So this is their very first album, and it's signed by all the original members. Peaceful, Easy Feeling is my favorite Eagles song. That and Desperado probably tied for first, but this is the album that started it all. And legend has it, the gentlemen were on a little trip, and pun intended, and Glenn Frey, I think, had taken some peyote and looked up in the sky and saw an eagle, and that's where they named their band. Next one is another one of my favorite groups of all time. This was probably my favorite group in high school. This is AC/DC, and this is an album by all of their band members, from Malcolm to Angus to Brian and Cliff. A lot of y'all don't know this, but Brian Johnson took over for Bon Scott, who was their original lead singer, who passed away, I think, in maybe 78 or 79. And then Brian Johnson brought his gift of powerful vocals to the group, and AC/DC has proven to just be a timeless group. Got some more stuff over here, opening up. But first, as y'all know, I don't just collect music stuff. It's mostly music stuff, but every once in a while I'll see something and I'm like, man, I need that. And I needed this. John Candy, unfortunately passed away at a very early age, but he was part of my childhood, along with Steve Martin, Robin Williams, Bill Murray, Eddie Murphy, etc. But I have a John Candy piece now that is Beckett authenticated. Next up, my favorite book ever, maybe one of my favorite movies ever, was Willy Wonka. The author of Willy Wonka was Roald Dahl. Say that 15 times. And this is a signed piece by Mr. Roald Dahl. It's a good cause, so here's a signed book for your auction. Yours sincerely. So this was from May 1st, 1980, 3 days before I was even born. How about that? So got a couple more, and for all you people still watching, I was born on May 4th, 1980. The next piece from our monthly grab. Wow. All right. Whether you like sports or not, you have to appreciate a few figures in the world of sports. And I don't think anybody can be more appreciated than the gentleman that broke the color barrier, number 42, somebody that will be important for the rest of time. This is an autograph of Jackie Robinson. And this is actually my first Jackie piece, dated October 17th, 1962. That is a special one. Oh my gosh. I think we have a couple more in here, and then we'll wrap it up. And all y'all that keep messaging me, I want to tell you thank you. And all y'all that have some pieces to sell, I promise to get back to you, because most likely I am your buyer, especially for stuff like this that I just found. I'm going to save this one until the very end, because that is a special one. The first thing is another Eagles piece. This is a large poster signed by Don Felder and Randy Meisner. Don Felder joined the group after Bernie Leadon. Don Felder is known for the double guitar with Joe Walsh. He's the one that came up with the licks for Hotel California. And then, as legend goes, Don Felder and Glenn Frey were not best friends. Glenn Frey said, "Peace out, Don Felder." And Don Felder came back for the Eagles concert in 1995, the Hell's Freezes Over concert, after they had been broken up, I believe, for 14 or 16 years. Next up is a guy that I consider to be one of the most underrated musicians of all time. He hails from England. He was in a few groups, one called Traffic, later went on to be a solo sensation. And he, to me, is the guy that you play alongside Bob Seger when you're just driving with the top down, not in Dallas in the summertime, but really anywhere else. And you just want that feel good. You pop in, back in the high life again, you pop in Valerie, you guessed it, it's Steve Winwood. So this is a nice, big, oversized 16 by 20 of Steve Winwood, who had a great song with a group called Traffic, and the song was called Dear Mr. Fantasy, bow bow. Next up, we have a signed Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction program by John Entwistle, who was in a group called The Who. And the last piece, ladies and gentlemen, is a special one to me because it's signed by a group that really helped pave the way into my music obsession. And I really make it a point. I've got a top 5, and every time I see a piece from one of my top 5s, it's the Eagles, it's the band, it's Van Morrison, it's Billy Joel, and it's, of course, the Temptations. So this is a piece signed by 4 of the somewhat original Temps: Melvin, Otis, David, and Eddie. David Ruffin, lead singer of the Temptations, they were all kind of lead singers, but he's the one that brought us My Girl. He's the one that brought us Ain't Too Proud to Beg. But I'm yet to see a piece signed by all 5 Temptations with Paul Williams, also known as Cornbread. So this is the signed sheet music, and it is beautiful. Fun fact, I actually have another one of these exact same signed pieces, but in a different color ink. I have it signed in green. So that is the pull for the latest post, and I'm excited. I've got everybody from AC/DC to Jackie Robinson to Roald Dahl to John Candy. So thanks for tuning in, y'all. Thanks for being a part of this journey. I have loved sharing it with y'all. I know it's kind of obscure, it's kind of weird, but it just proves that if you really believe in something enough to invest in it, then it's a great investment no matter what people tell you, okay? Find a hobby, obsess over it, and make it your goal to know more about it than anybody else. And that's my goal with music, is to know more and to bring more music to everybody across the world. Thanks for following us on Roger's Music Tour. More stuff coming up. I love you all. Thank you very much.